So my question is for Brad on the topic of the I-5 Columbia River crossing and transportation infrastructure. So Brad, you have expressed strong opposition to the extension of light rail into Vancouver as part of the Columbia River crossing project. And it was citing concerns about increased homelessness and traffic issues. Instead, you support infrastructure options that include a new I-5 bridge with expanded lanes and additional river crossings. But you are firmly against any form of tolling. Can you provide more details on your proposed solutions for the I-5 Columbia River crossing that align with your principles?
It's likely that the person elected to the Senate in the 18th District will be the most influential person in shaping the future of the I-5 River Bridge project. We know that because the current senator, 4 or 5 years ago, reopened the old CRC and put us in the situation that we're in today. It will require somebody in this seat going to Olympia and passionately fighting for you, fighting for the district, so that we can reshape the project into something that works for us. Currently, if they replace that bridge with a bridge that's 100 lanes wide, it won't do a lick of difference because you'll still have a bottleneck on either side. The volume is too much for that bridge, it's too much for 2 bridges, which is why what I know we need is a 3rd bridge. We need a 3rd crossing over that river. And I know that we can get it done for less than the proposed $7.5 billion because there's currently plans in place to replace a bridge up the river in White Salmon for $500 million. So I know we can do it for less. The problem is nobody's up there fighting for that solution. We need somebody who will go and fight for that. We can also get rid of the $2 billion light rail add-on. I worked in Portland for a number of years, and I had to ride the light rail almost every day because parking is so bad down there, and because the traffic's so bad. It's not safe, all right? It's a one-way homelessness superhighway. Portland wants to send their problem over the river to us. So we have to shut that down immediately. So we shut that down. We take the money that we have, we build a 3rd bridge, and we do it without tolls. I know we can do it without tolls because the state budget is full of wasteful spending. They want to convert the state's fleet of ferries from diesel to electric. Is that a good use of our taxpayer money? No, let's use some of that money to help build a 3rd bridge so that we can fix the problem, all right? It will take a fighter to go to Olympia and drive positive change. I'm passionate about this. I want to be that person. I want to be accessible to people. When I meet them, I say, here's my cell phone number, 360-931-4574. Send me an email at brad@bradbentonforsenate.com and check out my website. Tell me about the issues that are important to you. Republicans from the 18th District that are in Olympia right now don't work for us. They work for themselves and special interests and the caucus. That's who they work for. I want to go to Olympia to work for you.
Any form of tax increase emphasizing the need for better government, financial management, and reduced spending to enable tax cuts. Given the rise in property taxes that contribute to the housing crisis and disproportionately affect senior citizens on those on fixed incomes, can you elaborate on your specific strategies and legislative plans to protect private property rights while simultaneously addressing the high property tax issue, and how you intend to balance these priorities to ensure both individual property rights and financial relief for homeowners are maintained?
You have my word that I will never, as your state senator, vote for a new tax or a tax increase of any kind. And any candidate that doesn't look you in the eye and make you that same promise doesn't deserve your vote. The state takes more than enough of our hard-earned money to properly fund its obligations to us. As John said, we don't have a revenue problem. We have a reckless spending problem. The state budget has doubled in the last 10 years. It's ballooned to almost $70 billion. and we carry a budget surplus of $3.3 billion. But nobody fights to give that money back to us. Nobody fights to reallocate the money that they already have to create tax relief and fund other projects. There's $50 billion in the state budget to fund illegal immigrant programs. That's our money, right? That money should be used for Washingtonians, for Americans. We have been failed by the Republicans that have been sent to Olympia to advocate on our behalf. It's going to take, as I said before, a fighter, somebody who's passionate about this. Somebody who's not afraid to rock the boat to get things done. We get the same old tired line of we're in the minority, we can't do anything. Yes, we can. You know, if we know the rule book better, we can still do things in the minority. If we know the initiative process, we can still do things in the minority and get some of our legislation passed. One of the things I'd like to see specifically on property taxes is maybe we can put something in place where the value of your home, when you buy it, that is the rate that's taxed on for the remainder of the time you own the home. We lock you into that value, and that's what you pay tax on. Otherwise, you're paying taxes on inflation over a 30-year period, and that's not right. Right? How are we going to pay for it? We're going to pay for it with the budget surplus. We're going to reallocate money so it's spent better and so it's spent on you guys. Okay? I'm asking you, if you're behind me, if you like what I have to say, please tell other people about me, even if you don't live in my district. When I kill a tax on the floor of the Senate, it's not just going to be for people in the 18th, it's going to be for all of you, for all of Washington. So please, get behind my campaign. Come over and talk to me tonight. I've got a sign-up sheet where I can get your information. Walk a neighborhood for me.